Imagine a world where humans serve as the ultimate power source. Can it be possible? Now, this might sound like a sci-fi movie plot, but the concept of humans as a battery isn't as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, it's an idea that's been explored quite extensively in popular culture. Take, for instance, the iconic film The Matrix. Released in 1999, it presented a dystopian future where humans were used by machines as a source of energy. People were literally living batteries, their bodies harnessed to power an artificial reality. But it's not just in the realm of fiction where this idea has been toyed with. You see, at the heart of this hypothesis is a fundamental scientific fact. Humans produce energy. We are, in essence, organic power plants. Our bodies are in a constant state of energy production. Every single process that takes place within us, from the beating of our hearts to the firing of our neurons, requires energy. And this energy is produced through the biochemical process of metabolism. Metabolism is basically a series of chemical reactions that take place within our cells. These reactions convert the food we eat and the oxygen we breathe into the energy our bodies need to function. This energy is stored in a molecule called ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, which is often referred to as the energy currency of life. So, in a way, we are all walking, talking batteries. Our bodies are constantly generating and using energy, just like a battery does. And just like a battery, we need to be recharged regularly. We do this through eating and breathing, which provide the raw materials our cells need to produce energy. But can this energy be harnessed in a way that could power our homes, our cars, or even our cities? It's a fascinating question, and one that scientists are actively exploring today. But how exactly do our bodies produce energy? Let's delve into the science. Every move we make, every thought we have, it all requires energy, but what's the source? Let's delve into the science of human energy. It all starts with food, the fuel for our bodies. When we consume food, our bodies initiate a complex process of digestion and absorption. Carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are broken down into their simplest forms. Carbohydrates, for instance, are broken down into glucose, a simple sugar that our cells readily use for energy. This glucose enters our bloodstream and is transported to every cell in our body. But how does this glucose become energy? That's where a process called cellular respiration comes in. Cellular respiration is like a microscopic power plant churning away inside our cells. It's a series of chemical reactions that converts glucose into something called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP for short. ATP is often dubbed the currency of life because it's the primary energy carrier in our bodies. It's what powers our movements, our thoughts, our heartbeat, everything. Here's a simplified version of how it works. Inside our cells, glucose and oxygen react to produce ATP, carbon dioxide, and water. This ATP is then used to power various functions within the cell. When ATP is used, it loses a phosphate group and becomes ADP, or adenosine diphosphate. The process of cellular respiration can then add a phosphate group back to ADP, recreating ATP, and the cycle continues. It's like a rechargeable battery. ATP gets used up, becomes ADP, and then gets recharged back into ATP. This constant cycle of energy production and usage is what keeps us alive and functioning. So, our bodies are essentially running on a continuous loop of energy production and consumption, all powered by the food we eat and the oxygen we breathe. It's a beautifully efficient system, a testament to the marvel of biological evolution. So, we've seen how the body produces energy, but could this power be harnessed? That's what we'll explore in the next scene. Harnessing energy from the human body might seem far-fetched, but is it really? Imagine a world where every step you take, every beat of your heart, even the heat your body naturally gives off, could be turned into usable energy. This is not a realm of science fiction, but rather a burgeoning field of research in the world of science and technology. Let's delve into the methods for harnessing human energy. One of the most familiar examples is the kinetic watch. A kinetic watch captures the energy generated by the wearer's movements to power the watch mechanism. As you move your arm, a tiny weight inside the watch swings back and forth, winding the mainspring and keeping the watch ticking. A marvel of miniaturized engineering, isn't it? But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Beyond kinetic watches, there are shoes designed to capture the energy of your steps, charging small electronic devices as you walk or run. Imagine powering your smartphone just by going for a jog in the park. Now, what about body heat? Our bodies are like walking, talking radiators, constantly emitting heat. Thermoelectric generators, or TEGs, are devices that can convert this heat into electricity. They work by exploiting the Seebeck effect, where a temperature difference between two different types of materials can generate an electric voltage. Right now, TEGs are used in niche applications like powering spacecraft, but imagine a future where they're woven into your clothes, capturing your body's heat to power your devices, and the potential doesn't stop there. Researchers are exploring even more ways to harness human energy, like capturing the mechanical energy from our breath or heartbeat. In the future, we could see technologies that not only generate power from our bodies, but also store it, much like a battery. We've explored the possibility, but what would it mean for humans to be used as batteries? As we delve deeper into this topic in the next segment, let's consider the implications of such a reality. Would it be a boon for renewable energy or a dystopian nightmare? Only time will tell. Using humans as batteries could open up a whole new world of possibilities, but at what cost? This is the question we grapple with as we delve into the implications of this intriguing concept. The most immediate benefit is the potential for renewable energy. Imagine, every heartbeat, every breath, every movement, generating power. We could significantly reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, alleviating the strain on our environment and mitigating the effects of climate change. But the potential benefits don't stop there. This could revolutionize the way we think about energy. No longer would it be something we consume, but something we produce. The human body, in essence, becomes a self-sustaining power plant. However, the prospect of human batteries also raises some serious ethical considerations. The most glaring of these is the potential for exploitation. Could we see a future where the poor are harvested for their energy? Where people are valued not for their intellect or their character, but for their capacity to generate power? There's also the risk of dehumanization. If we start to view ourselves as mere energy sources, do we risk losing sight of our humanity? Could we become, in effect, living machines, valued only for our utility and efficiency? And then, there's the question of consent. Who gets to decide who becomes a battery? Could people be forced into it against their will? Or would it be a choice, perhaps incentivized by financial reward or societal status? Furthermore, there are potential health implications to consider. We don't yet fully understand the long-term effects of harnessing human energy in this way. Could it lead to physical or mental health issues, or maybe even alter our very biology? The idea of humans as batteries is intriguing, but it raises many questions about our future. As we continue to push the boundaries of science and technology, we must also grapple with the moral and ethical dilemmas they present. And perhaps in doing so, we'll be forced to redefine what it means to be human. So, can humans actually be used as batteries? The answer isn't as simple as yes or no. We've delved into the intriguing hypothesis of the human battery, examining the science of human energy and how we might harness it. We've explored the concept that the human body, like a battery, generates electrical energy. Through processes like metabolism and physical activity, we produce heat and kinetic energy that could, in theory, be converted into usable power. But it's not as straightforward as plugging into a power socket. The amount of energy we produce is relatively small, and harnessing it is a complex task. The technology required to efficiently convert human energy to power on a substantial scale is currently beyond our reach. Moreover, we've discussed the implications of using humans as batteries. There are significant ethical considerations to ponder. Would it be right to use human beings as sources of power? What about the potential health risks? And who would have access to this kind of technology? Would it be used for the benefit of all? Or could it become another tool for exploitation and inequality? The idea of humans as batteries fascinates us, maybe because it echoes our desire to find sustainable energy solutions. It forces us to question the limits of our bodies and our technology, but perhaps it also reflects our tendency to overlook the most powerful energy source we have. In the end, the concept of a human battery remains largely theoretical. While science may one day find a way to tap into the energy within us, the practical and ethical challenges are substantial. The idea of human batteries, however, serves a different purpose. It challenges us to think creatively, to push the boundaries of what we know, and to imagine new possibilities. The power to innovate, to question, to create. These are the true energies that drive human progress. In the end, perhaps the most powerful energy source isn't in our bodies, but in our minds, the power of human creativity and innovation.